Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. And the weatherman last night said it was going to be a nice, sunny, breezy day in Port Aransas. I should know better to listen to the weatherman. Looks like we just missed a crude oil tanker going out. Front crystal, 276 by 48 meters, built in 2017. And flying the flag of the Marshall Islands. We're at Port Aransas, Texas, right along the Corpus Christi Ship Channel. And we're right towards the end where it opens up to the Gulf of Mexico. Pretty consistent wind today, 23 miles an hour with gusts up to 38 miles an hour. And the sand is blowing. The sun is fighting to come out. It was supposed to be a sunny day, but we'll see what develops. I really have to watch which way I'm filming because my lens gets covered in sand even when I'm this close to the water. Coming right out of the north, so it is a cooler breeze, which is nice. And I think the high today is going to be around 76 degrees, which is really beautiful. I'm going to do some boondocking on the beach, but as I arrived on the island, I saw 4 or 5 ships were going to come by. There was a pilot boat in the next 30 minutes, so I thought I would take advantage of that. Lots of seagulls. There's some terns in there, the ones with the orange beaks. They're facing directly into the wind. So they're facing just about directly north. And it's mating season, so every so often, for no reason at all, they all fly up in the air, except for this guy. He's a loner. That's Phil. Phil does his own thing. You might say he's waiting his turn. Come on, Dennis. We can do better than that. But they're exceptionally loud this time of year, mating season. They're all showing off for each other. There goes a pleasure boat, but the water's just so choppy, especially as you get out into the Gulf. I don't think you're going to get much pleasure out of it. It seems to be low riding too. Here comes the Hanover Square. That is a crude oil tanker. 249 meters by 44 meters. It was built in 2019. Dropping some water there. Probably for ballast. That seems to be the most common reason. Ships drop water or intake water. And I'll give you a full shot of the crude oil tanker. But there's a lot of different reasons. You could Google why do ships take in water or expel water. And it depends on the type of ship. Some use it for cooling their engines. It's pretty neat. I am a novice when it comes to knowledge about ships, and I get all my information from Google and a free app you can download called Vessel Finder. There's a more detailed version of the app that you can pay for. I just have the basic free app that gives me enough information to keep me satisfied. Apparently the other app will tell you where it went, where it's going, the paid version of it. But I like a little mystery in my life. There's the South Jetty of Mustang Island, right here in Port Aransas. That wind is blowing. That'll get sand everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Tugs have been coming and going, and this type of wind, even some of the smaller ships need assistance. I haven't seen anyone catch anything yet today, but there's quite a few people here fishing. Now, I know I keep saying this, but this very well could be the largest ship I've ever filled in the channel. I have to go back and check. 339 meters by 60 meters. But I'm thinking the biggest I've seen is 360 something. So I'm not really positive. But as you can see, it's tugboat assisted. And that is the Extreme Explorer. Another crude oil tanker. 339 by 60 meters. Built in 2020. And this one's flying the flag of Panama. I don't know if you can hear it, but flying overhead right now is a Coast Guard chopper flying low along the beach line. Probably hard to hear over the wind, but even right here along the water, sands are blowing up from between the rocks they placed for the jetty. Immediately report all sea turtles on the beach. Call 1-800-866-TURTLE-5. That's 1-866-887-8535. Do not drive through birds. These birds are protected under the MBTA. Violations warrant criminal penalties up to $15,000 and or 6 months in prison. Report vehicular disturbances and dogs off leash to 361-749-6241. And I saw some gorgeous, very well-mannered dogs earlier today. And I let the people know that in this very spot where I am now, there was a Texas game warden. So I don't know if he would enforce that or not, but it's not really worth the chance. It's a pretty stiff fine. So you might want to avoid that if all possible. And we'll pick one more. Caution, do not harass or catch sea turtles. Sea turtles are protected under the U.S. Endangered Species Act of 1973. It is illegal to harass, harm, capture, or handle sea turtles or take sea turtle parts. Keep dogs away from sea turtles. Then it lists the same numbers we just read to report hooked, entangled, trapped, injured, or dead sea turtles. Immediately report sea turtles being harmed, harassed, or taken to Texas Operation Game Thief 1-800-792-4263 or NOAA Law Enforcement 1-800-853-1964. Back to the ships. It looks like we have two coming in, almost one right after the other. They're going to be inward bound, coming from the Gulf of Mexico and probably heading to the port of Corpus Christi. This is a crude oil tanker, the Pacific Garnet. Haven't spotted any dolphins at the front of the boats today. Maybe it's a little bit too choppy out for the dolphins to go ship surfing today. It was built in 2021, and it is flying the flag of the Marshall Islands. Good amount of people out walking today despite the wind. People out fishing. Seems like every time a ship comes in and I see about 20 cars pull up, I guess they're doing a little ship watching themselves today. I'm going to stay overnight here a few nights. I'm going to go find a spot shortly and set up and cook some food. I'll get as close to the water as I can, because that way there's less blowing sand. And I'll be facing directly into the wind, so when I get in the back of my truck and cook, the wind and sand won't be blowing in. So it's kind of a good thing it's coming out of the north. I just wish it wasn't as strong. You can see the skies are clearing up, though, as the day progresses. Right around 11:30 a.m. now. And here's our last ship of the day, guys. This is the Cap Port Arthur. Cap Port Arthur. And it is yet another crude oil tanker. That's mostly what we get here in Corpus Christi. Not always, but mostly. I think it's the most common ship that comes through. No dolphins there either that I can see. 277 meters by 48 meters. Was built in 2018. And it is flying the flag of Greece. I like when the fishermen take a pause from fishing to stop and have a chat about the ships going by. I don't know why I enjoy that, but I just do. Hey guys, I hope you're having a great morning. I'm having a great morning. I'm really looking forward to going to make some coffee. That's the first thing on my agenda, is pick out a spot and go have a cup of coffee. That probably won't happen till around 1 p.m. But I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are well. Thanks for riding along today. Thanks for watching.